My name is Savannah Smith, and I shall be covering student loans and why they should be forgiven, and I shall be using a PowerPoint to present that idea today. So, should student loans be forgiven? Now, students take out federal aid loans to invest in their future endeavors, and I strongly believe that student loans should be forgiven as part of that future should not have to be paying back debt. Because financial aid offers eligible student loans in their FAFSA package to help pay for school, but those loans are money borrowed that are repaid back with interest over time. And over 70% of Americans take out loans to cover school tuition and board, and 45 million of 1.6 trillion in student debt, which strengthens my stance on why loans should be forgiven, as the majority of students and alumni are in debt. All right, so some of the reasons why. While not all loan debt can be forgiven, there should be programs accessible to students and alumni that can work towards getting half the loans forgiven. And credit card debt actually used to be the highest amount of debt needing to be paid, but now student loans have surpassed it. And while there are programs of loans forgiveness for doctors and public servants and teachers, there is not some for other professions such as art or engineering. And when Obama was running for election back in 2016, part of his campaign idea was to reduce loan payments to pay 10% of their total incomes. And after 10 years, the rest can be forgiven. And there should be more programs and options available, as many people are suffering from loan debt, and it can cause a toll on the lives that they're trying to build. And according to the article in The Atlantic, there has been an underappreciated emotional balance that come with student loans, and that is in reference to people that are miserable over the debt. And a survey showed that half of the borrowers were experiencing depression due to their loan debt, and 9 out of 10 reported elevated signs of anxiety. And it's put an immense weight on the back of students and alumni that are trying to start a career in life, and cause more stress added on to an already bigger plate of problems they have. So any student taking out loan is going to have debt once they get out of school, and that has been the case since they were first put into place. But many people today are still riddled with that debt. And millennials are on track to be the first generation in modern history to end up poorer than their parents, said Annie Laurie from The Atlantic, and it affects all ages and incomes, as well as businesses and retirement plans. And the data from a poll done by Invisibly shows that 22% of people over the age of 55 are still in student loan debt. According to the Wall Street Journal, over 40% of people were in loan default and delayed repayments as they could not afford it. And while I believe that student loans should be forgiven, I do recognize that if they were totally forgiven, the government would be taking a hit for billions of dollars that cannot be guaranteed to come back to them, and the federal loan system could crumble because of this too. It would also not be fair to the graduates that worked hard to pay off their loans in the beginning. Yet it does not negate the fact that while student loans, there is a pressure. Well, the fact that with student loans, there is a pressure on the backs of millions. There is a pressure on the backs of millions to pay these loans, and many keep paying even until their time of old age. It's a policy that helps the rich more than it does the poor, and in higher paying jobs, they help more. And some are still having a challenging time to find a job during this time of COVID. The only good thing is that Biden this past year has put a hold on until January 26th to help pay people during this tough time, to help relieve them of their loan payments and debt payments, as there have been a massive hit in job loss. And to conclude, I strongly believe that with student loans being forgiven, the future of many graduates and even dropouts could work towards the benefit of the US economy, as this would lessen the strains of people's lives, grant more time to pay, and help so that our society can thrive. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.